It's week 6.
Set to go now in week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here are the Buccaneers ready to go on offense with a new man at the helm here for 2023 in his 6th season now in the NFL, Baker Mayfield.
And coming up of an early season open week. And in this situation, what he told us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up or resting up. It's too early in the season. Get back to the basics, get his game going again. This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Mayfield now on 2nd down. It's caught by Mike Evans. That'll go for a gain of 7. And they're going to face a 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
A 4th down. Here's Jake Camarda on to punt for the Bucs. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Lions will take over. Well, the Lions offense getting ready to go to work here, and under center, a man whose career has been rejuvenated a bit as of late. And season number 8 now out of Cal, it's Jared Goff.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
2nd and 6. Goff. That's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. A big play there for Detroit. 41 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
In motion right, that's Williams. Now Goff taps this forward. That's a jet sweep. Oh, that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. They'll go with a rookie from Alabama. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go. They'll come to the line here, needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on 3rd. Goff. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
Montgomery, nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Once more, Montgomery, and this time he'll score. Touchdown, Lions. So that a great sequence for these guys to begin the ball game. They force the punt on one end, then come right down the field and score on the other.
And that's a great example of leaning on each other and building a little momentum that way. How about the defense forcing the punt, turns it over to the offense with confidence, and they take it downfield and score.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. They enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that they spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
Tackle there by Alex Anzalone. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Mayfield down. The pass is caught by Cade Otton. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. From the gun, Mayfield. They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
You've got to know as a quarterback that's going to be tough to outthink this guy in the defensive backfield. He's been at it 11 years now, so he knows all the ins and outs of the position, and he's in the right spot there to come up with the interception.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. That good for 19 and a first down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
2nd and 10. And off to Gibbs, headed right here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now it's gone. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Randy Gregory in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or two. It's no good, and this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular. If they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. Now Mayfield. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. They run straight ahead here with White. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a 1st down.
Otten had an opportunity as a rookie and seized it, becoming the Bucs starting tight end and catching passes from Tom Brady in his final season. He caught 42 of them.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. Well, they tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. You talk about this Lions defense. They were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation of winning that game is sky high. In fact, you'd absolutely be stunned to come away with a loss.
And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up.
A 41-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point a drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
So here are the Lions to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. Off play action. Here's Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll pitch it out to Gibbs here. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Goff on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside. Not easily covered, and then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the 1st. On 1st down, Goff. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. The Lions in a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 39. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. A give right side for Gibbs. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving.
Shedding the tackle and gives him some room. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 23. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2 yards on the play. And the Lions first down.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Goff now looks to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
And he comes back with one complete. And he's not quite going to get to the marker. It'll be a gain of 8 on 3rd and 10.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping them from the first down.
That stopped him in his tracks. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Mayfield on first down. He completes it to Evans. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 26-yard line.
They go with White on the counter. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. And we'll pause here for an injury. I believe that's a running back. Yeah, that's Rachaad White, who's shaken up. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 10 more there and another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. On 1st and 10, Mayfield gets it out quick. It's Gage on the slant. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 43, here's 2nd and a couple. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 42. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, alert 33. What's up?
To throw, Mayfield. A quick pass here to Godwin. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Let's go.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Mayfield looks to throw. Looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it's second down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps out. A guy can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with a 7-3 lead, we'll see how aggressive they want to be. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yards for a first down.
Now Goff. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And taken at the 46. Got to be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Second down, Mayfield. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good. And that will keep this a 4-point game.
Yeah, it's been a disappointing first half for them, all things considered. And this can serve as the capper. It's a missed field goal in the late going, and that's only going to serve to lessen the mood even further.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan. Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And the Lions getting set to go on offense to start the third. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line can play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half. They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give them a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. And this will wind up a Lions first down as he's got this up to the 28-yard line.
Montgomery with a good game there, and he broke 800 yards for the Bears' NFL best ground game last season. Divisional rival Detroit took notice and brought him in to boost their growing offense.
On the give, here's Gibbs. And he is going to lose yardage here. Coming in to put a lick on him was Levante David.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They'll try the air now with Goff. Into the hands of Williams across the formation. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 22 yards there, a first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
It's a gain of 35.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Goff. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good try.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. David Montgomery, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge, an opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Well, you're right about that. It was a small, magical spread to overcome. A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Mayfield. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And out will come the offense as they take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 27 yards there, a first down.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in a defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back and you end up getting the first down.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it with Gibbs. Gets around him. And boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Eluding the pressure right. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense.
What was that, Russ?
I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Goff now to throw. Outright caught by Chosen. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So he stopped for no gain. And that'll set up 2nd and goal. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Now Goff. And it's caught. Touchdown! Sam Laporta, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to widen their advantage. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. To 18 now.
Buccaneers 3.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Mayfield off the play fake. That is incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Third and short yardage, Mayfield. And now another one thrown incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. This is fielded at the 27. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. 44 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Whirl it.
Going back to Gibbs on 1st down. Taken down at the 47-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Lions 1st down as they take advantage of what looked like an unsure defense. They wind up getting 8 on 4th and 3. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. Back now in Tampa. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. Now a give to Gibbs, running left. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Goff's throw complete there to St. Brown. And St. Brown going to have the Lions 1st down as he'll take this down to the 22-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Let's go. Let's be smart. Cut. DC. Cut.
And off now to Gibbs. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Joe Tryon there to make the tackle.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal. They'll run with Montgomery, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. They try again with Montgomery. And he won't get back to the line of scrimmage this time either as they stop him behind the line once more. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
Now Goff on 3rd and goal. And in for the Lions touchdown. Robbie chosen from 6 yards away. And the Lions add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger gain.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Well, forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On 2nd down, Irving. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
The offense on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Here's Mayfield. Pressure, he's brought down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
And James Houston continues to terrorize quarterbacks in the pocket. A 6th-rounder last year was on the practice squad the first half of the season, but then they found out the defensive front in practice couldn't block him, so he's promoted.
And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big, they just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play. But that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. That is caught, and he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 yards for the Lions there on a 1st down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Down to the 25.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. From the 25, here's a 2nd and 7. Going up the gut, Montgomery. And he's going to take this one down. Three-yard line.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, here's Gibbs. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. Badgley's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. So out come the Bucs now. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here. Fourth quarter. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Mayfield. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson.
Talk about two sides of the ball and cross purposes, because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. That front 7, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats, and maybe some backups can get in and get a sack as well.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Lions, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Baltimore to take on the Ravens.